Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be explaining exactly how student loans work in Canada. Now by the end of this video you're going to understand everything you need to know about student loans in Canada, so make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss any important details. So to start with, what is a student loan? Student loans in Canada are provided by the federal government through the Canada Student Loans Programme, and this helps students pay for post-secondary education. These loans are designed to supplement, not replace, the financial resources that you and your family, if applicable, are expected to contribute. So what are the different types of student loans? To start with, there's the Canada Student Financial Assistance Programme. This is a federal programme that offers grants and loans to full-time and part-time students. Next up, there's the Canada Student Grants Programme. This programme provides non-repayable funding to students who demonstrate financial needs. Then you have the Provincial Student Loans. Each province in Canada may have its own student loan programme. These programmes can be integrated with the Canada Student Loans Programme or fund their own programmes. Next up, there's private student loans. These are commercial loans offered by banks and other financial institutions. And finally, we have government-sponsored or federal student loans. And these loans are offered to eligible students attending designated schools. Federal student loans are tax deductible. So how do we actually qualify for a student loan in Canada? To start with, citizenship or residency. So to qualify, you must meet the following criteria. To start with, you must be a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident in Canada, or designated as a protected person. You must also be a permanent resident of a province or territory that issues Canada student grants and or loans. You also must demonstrate financial need. You must also be enrolled in at least 60% of a full course load if you're a full-time student, or 20 to 59% of a full course load if you're a part-time student. You must also be enrolled in a degree, diploma or certificate program offered by a designated post-secondary school that runs for at least 12 weeks within 15 consecutive weeks. If you're 22 years of age or older and you're applying for your first Canada student loan, you must pass a credit check. And finally, you must not have reached your lifetime limit for financial assistance, including interest-free and payment-free periods. So what are the main benefits of student loans? To start with, access to education. Student loans provide funds to pay for educational expenses, making higher education more accessible. There's also flexible repayment terms. Student loans often offer flexible repayment terms which can help ease the financial burden on students. There's also interest-free borrowing. In some cases, student loans may offer interest-free borrowing. And finally, lower interest rates. Student financial assistance offered by different levels of government in Canada generally have different interest rates that are lower than those offered by other types of financing. So what about the disadvantages? Start with, you're starting life with debt. You're potentially starting your postgrad life and job with a significant amount of debt. Also, defaulting affects your credit score. Defaulting on your student loans may affect your credit score and make it harder to get loans in the future. There's also penalties for defaulting. Delays and defaults in paying student loans can be quite detrimental and often mean that you have to pay a lot more than you originally owed. Higher interest rates and extra fees can be added on when you don't pay your student loans on time. Also, interest rates can increase. The interest on student loans can rise, which can increase the financial burden on students. Finally, there's potential issues with repayment. You might face a lot of issues in the repayment duration, like a sudden increase in ROI. So this has been my video explaining how student loans work in Canada. Hopefully now that you've watched this video, you have a good understanding of how student loans work, and you can use some of the knowledge you learned in this video to help assist you when getting your student loan. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.